Hey, what's going on, everybody? How you guys doing today? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is Three Buck Theater, and this is going to be an interesting video to look at because, well, we all know that this weekend, for some reason, Sony decided that they wanted to re-release Spider-Man: Far From Home in the theater. Maybe not so much re-release it, but they wanted to update it. They wanted to add 7 minutes. They wanted to give you an extended cut. Makes no sense to me, considering that the film will be out in home video here pretty soon, but it feels odd that they would announce this, considering everything that just happened with Tom Holland being pulled out of the MCU. Why would you, as a company, think this was a solid idea, right? I don't know why you would think that, but apparently they did. And the thing is, people aren't going to see the movie. People aren't buying tickets to see it tonight. People aren't even buying tickets to see it tomorrow. And I wanted to give you guys a bit of an example of that. So this is the AMC Theaters page for Spider-Man: Far From Home Extended Cut for Los Angeles. Starting off with the AMC Burbank 16. Now, the reason why I say the AMC Burbank 16 is because even though it's not playing there right now, and that's the interesting thing too. In LA, especially in the Valley, the AMC 16 in Burbank is kind of the it theater. It's the it theater. It's where you go see these movies. It's where I saw Avengers back in 2012. I would go there every week and see a movie. It's kind of the it theater. And so you have to kind of gauge how it's going to do in this theater, as well as this AMC Burbank Town Center 6. Now, this theater is underneath a Barnes and Noble. I'm not even making that up. It's great. It's great. It's a small little theater. I love it. But not only that, we have the Universal Cinema AMC at City Walk Hollywood. This is another massive tourist destination, a huge major cinema right in the City Walk Hollywood. It's, again, a great cinema. And AMC Century City 15, again, right there in the Valley. Atlantic Times Square 14. Again, look at these in Marina Marketplace. All over LA, right? The AMC's all over LA. And when it comes to LA, AMC's are pretty much like they're everywhere. You know, there's really only one Regal, and it's in like downtown. Otherwise, it's pretty much AMC, which is why I'm using this as the example. So I wanted to take a look here at the AMC Burbank Town Center. This is for their 8 p.m. show. You see a couple people there. Couple seats been purchased, right? Couple, you know, out of 65 available seats, we can count a few. There's a solid percentage of it there, but that's not as many as you might expect, because if you go to the 9 p.m. show, you only got 5. So not that many that are there at the Burbank Town Center 6. Head over here, the Universal Cinema AMC City Walk in Hollywood. This is a massive theater. And we can see here it's only got 5 seats purchased for that. It's a 7 p.m. show. It's an hour and a half from now. It's an hour and a half from now. That'd be filled up a lot more. The 9:55 show, we just have, for some reason, all the way in the back corner, one dude. Okay. I don't even understand why you would buy it for that seat, but he did. We've got the AMC Century 15 for 7 p.m. We can see here's a bit more people kind of coming in the center rows and whatnot, but still not that many. Still not that many here for the AMC Century City 15 and the Atlantic Times Square. I mean, look how big this theater is. 5 seats. 5 seats. And then finally here, we've got the Marina Marketplace 6. And again, look at how big and massive this particular theater is. When I talk about this sort of thing, when I talk about theaters and I talk about LA, theaters are bigger in LA and they are more available. And a lot of them are AMC. And LA has a massive population of people. Now, you could argue, but Matt, come on. The movie came out 2 months ago almost. People have already seen it. Why would they go see it again? And that's a fair point. That's a very fair point. But I think that there are people out there that are not going to see this movie, that are avoiding it in theaters because they're mad at Sony. This feels like a kind of a last-ditch effort to either get a little bit more money out of it or to try to change the conversation into maybe Sony's favor. Like, no, guys, look at this. We're putting out the extended cut. This is the cut that Marvel didn't want us to do, right? This is the cut that Marvel didn't want us to have in it. And you know what that cut ultimately is, right? That cut is like just 7 minutes of extra stuff. And they showed a teaser for it. And the teaser was literally The Iron Spider scene where he takes out the mob that was in the first trailer that was cut from the movie. That's going to be about a good solid 2.5, 3 minutes of that scene added in. You know, that's what they're going to add to it. Maybe a couple little things here and there. Ultimately, not worth the price of admission. But people are not going to go see this. Not only that, but we have this guy here. We have Thanos, or he's known as Fight on Twist. And he says, if this is any indication of how Sony movies will do now that they've pulled out of the deal with Disney, I think Disney fans won't have to worry much. A whopping 4 seats have been sold for this re-release of Far From Home. And this, look how major this is. Why do people like getting the bottom right? Look at that. It's such a weird thing. Not only that, but we got other people that have been posting it out as well. This guy down here, looking at his particular theater, we can see here, again, decent sized auditoriums. Not a lot of people that are going to be watching it. Not a lot of people that are going to be checking it out. Now, look, there are a lot of other movies that are out this weekend, and there's a lot of other competition, and people who might have already seen Spider-Man may not want to go see it again. That is something. But they did put this movie in a lot of big theaters. They did put this movie out there across the country. It is getting a wide re-release, just like Endgame. And like Endgame, it's not going to pull in a lot of money. Endgame pulled in an additional $5 million when it re-released. And it was pretty bad what re-released out of it, right? No one really liked what it was. It wasn't any other deleted scenes. So they put out the extended cut of Spider-Man with 7 minutes, one of which is a scene we've already basically seen all of in the trailer. So it's pointless. There is a lot of bad will aimed at Sony right now. And if you've made it this far and you're sitting there typing in the comment section, no, this was all Disney's fault. That's not true. Stop believing fake news. Sony effed this deal up. And when they go and then they re-release it, people just aren't going to sit there and watch it. But I do want to hear your thoughts. I do want to hear your opinions. Come over here to facebook.com/groups/3buck theater. You guys can get in on the conversation there if you don't want to take it here in the comment section, or come back, check out my podcast. You can talk to me directly tonight, 11 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, Monday through Thursday here on the channel. And I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching, and peace out.